where we are now.
Well, this is Moonlight Studios. This is a studio that I've had together with my good buddy, David Vasquez, David is an amazing keyboard player.
Hi, Bro Jeff.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Welcome to my podcast.
Oh, welcome to my studio.
ผมได้มีโอกาสมาที่ Los Angeles LA นะครับ แล้วก็อยู่ที่สตูดิโอชื่อว่า Moonlight Studio. I'm with Pro Jeff Lewis, my professor from UCLA Extension.
Yes.
All right.
Of course, Boyd was my student many years ago. I don't know how many, maybe 34, 35 years ago, maybe. Well, this is Moonlight Studios. This is a studio that I've had together with my good buddy, David Vasquez, David is an amazing keyboard player. I joined his band in the first week of 1973.
May I ask,
Yeah.
that time, 1970, how much you get paid that time?
Hardly anything.
This is from 1970 something?
Yeah.
It still work?
Yeah, that's the song that got me into David's band.
Oh, the rehearsal
Because
song?
I could play that in 1973.
And now what year is 2000?
2004, 2024. We started the studio as a business in 1981.
That's I just born.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
month? I born on July. End of
It's
July.
August.
August?
Yeah, you were 1 month old when we started the business.
Daddy! Daddy!
No. It had everybody in the same room. This is 1981 recording, okay? And while those guys are practicing the song, I have headphones on and I'm getting a mix: kick drum, snare drum, hi hat, cymbals left, right, do, bass in the middle, maybe keyboards and guitar, a little left and right, but that's a stereo mix. So it takes 2 tracks to record, one for the left, one for the right. So I'd record those on tracks 2 and 3 and spread it left and right.
I'm using that time.
No program, it's a recorder.
So
But yeah, it was a machine about this big, had a cassette, had mixing board 1, 2, 3, 4 channels, treble, bass, left, right, volume. Look up the Tascam Portastudio 144. Is we're musicians, right? So we were doing gigs, but we were working on growing this business. So every penny we made, we put it into, we'd buy
cables,
headphone extension cables. But we'd buy these things at Radio Shack, but
Radio Shack.
Yeah, long time
Okay.
ago. A lot of good. The thing that we were trying to advertise was that the musicians that we used all worked with big famous people, but they were not always busy with the big famous people, and they live in this city. Los Angeles is an amazing city.
The city of...
It's a magnet for good players. Me, I've played with some famous people, and we would mention those names. Mike O'Neill, played with George Benson, Stevie Wonder. Big people. We had a drummer that worked with Santana. We bragged our musicians play with these big stars, but they work with us to play on your song. In America, when somebody has a regular job, you're working whatever your daytime job is.
Yes.
If you have a number 2 job, you have an extra job.
Yes.
Maybe you're a bartender at night, or
Yes.
maybe you're a DJ.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But during the week you work at the auto parts store, or you
Yes.
wherever you work. Okay.
Yes.
Your extra job, they call it they say you're moonlighting. So you're working during the moonlight.
Oh, that's why the name of Moonlight is
Yes. And so he moonlights as a bartender. He moonlights as a DJ. He works in the auto parts store during the week, but he moonlights as a DJ. He moonlights as a, as a musician. Or see, so your extra job is you're moonlighting. I was talking with my dad about this business that Dave and I are trying to start. He says, "Well, what's your sales pitch? What is it that you're trying to, what makes you different?" I said, "Well, all the musicians that we use, they're all friends of mine that play with big people, and then they we're using them to make really good recordings. We don't have a fancy recorder, but we have really good musicians." And he says, so they're moonlighting with you. Started out as moonlight demos. Our musicians play with these big people and they moonlight with us to play on your song. Of course, yes.
I seen you on the board. Can you show me?
Okay, well this is my long ago history. This is the most famous group that I've worked with. It's the Jacksons. Michael Jackson and his brothers. They call themselves the Jacksons.
Who's in the middle?
This guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm that's me in the white pants. I'm 23 years old there. 23 years old. Michael Jackson is 19. Randy, 16. Tito's probably 24. These four, not Randy, but these four were part of the Jackson 5 at Motown. And they had a different brother, Jermaine. And Randy was not in the Jackson 5. He was just a baby when they started. In fact, they told Michael he was too young to sing with his brothers. He had to wait till he got older to sing with his brothers. But he got good really early because he really wanted to sing with his brothers. So I think that worked. And so this is me and Michael. This one is backstage in Chicago. This picture here is in the airport in New York. We were on our way to Trinidad, West Indies.
And what about on top?
Oh,
here?
This is the band that I was in before all of that. This is a band called Ace. And that's me with my long hair.
How old were you?
I want to say that was about 1975, 1976.
I haven't yet. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm about 21, 22 there. This is the picture I took when I was on stage. That's Michael out front. This is the Jacksons. The Jacksons. Yeah.
Not 5 yet.
This is after the Jackson 5.
And about this.
This is my good friend Lenny Williams, fabulous singer, wonderful singer. Lenny Williams. He had a song called "'Cause I Love You" that was very popular, and that's me in the back playing trumpet. In Encino, the Jacksons' house. We rehearsed every day of the summer in 1977. And talk about not paying us very much. They paid us only $10 a day gas money to show up for rehearsals.
Because you go with the big name.
Get the profile. I just got out of college. My degree is in biology. I was going to be a doctor. But
hold on. Where you play with Jackson when
1977. I finished UCLA in June 1977, and then I got this job right away.
That's if you don't get that job with Michael, you probably be a doctor.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I was always interested in science and technology and mathematics. I was always good at that stuff. But I've always, since I was 9 years old, I'm the trumpet player too. Every piece of equipment comes with a manual. When I get this, the first thing I do is I open the book and learn how to work it.
No YouTuber explain.
No, I was used to reading about some equipment and going into a laboratory and working a centrifuge or a Coulter counter or a mass spectro, all the gear in the biology chemistry labs. This is no different. You open up a book and it tells you what this knob does and what this does and what this does. And it's written by somebody who made this. They make this and now they write a book on how to use this, right? So
I want to say what music does you for life, the whole life.
Okay, I would have been richer. I would have been financially better off if I was a doctor. Okay? Music you have to do it because you love it, not because you want to get rich. You know, a few people get rich. Few people get really rich. You know, we David and I do this because we love this. You know, we're not rich people, you know, but we're alive. I tell people, you know, I've worked with millionaires like Michael Jackson. I worked with a billionaire, Dick Clark. I don't know whether you know who Dick Clark is.
How can you spell it?
D-I-C-K. Last name is Clark, C-L-A-R-K. Have you heard of the American Music Awards? He was the guy, he owned American Bandstand. He was the host of American Bandstand for 40 years. You know, I've worked with him, okay? He was a billionaire. That's 1,000 million. The truth is, you and I are richer than they are.
From what you
Because they're both gone. They're both dead. They both passed away. You and I have life. We're able to shake each other's hand and smile, right?
And smiling. That's the best thing, smiling.
Yeah, so this is worth more than $1 million or $1 billion. You have to make this thing sing. You know, so it takes a lot of practice to make, you know, David with his piano, he had to practice and practice and practice.
Yes.
Mike O'Neill with his guitar. I remember going over to his house, you know, I was going to have lunch with him and he's on the phone, you know, on the sofa, he's got the phone up here and he's talking to his friend and he's practicing his skills while he's talking to his friend. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hey, listen, we're going to grab a bite to eat. Yeah, I'll meet you there at 2 o'clock, you know, and he's practicing his guitar like while he's talking on the phone. I mean, he was always playing his guitar. Always. And now he's been with George Benson for 30 or 40 years. And there's a magic feeling when you're making music. I mean, I work here in the studio. This is Monday through Friday, daytime. This is my regular job.
Yes, the office.
Yes, and I perform with Tierra, the East LA band.
Okay.
Oh yes, I've been a member of this band for 25 years. Tierra, yeah.
Okay.
From East Los Angeles, they had a big hit song in 1981.
What song?
It's called Together. Together. Yeah.
Can you hum the melody? Or?
Well, but the trumpet parts. We should find it on YouTube.
Okay.
Look for Together by Tierra, T-I-E-R-R-A, Tierra, and listen to that song. And getting out and performing in front of people gives me a feeling for what people like. Like you DJ. You play a song they don't
Try
want
to.
Okay.
Working on it.
You play a song and they don't dance. Oops. Not going to use that song anymore. You play this song and they dance. Oh. So you're learning what people like.
Okay.
See, so that DJing for people is going to help your songwriting because I know you're a songwriter too.
I'm working.
You're a songwriter performer. You see, and so DJing in front of a crowd, they dance to that. Oh, they don't dance to that. Okay. You get a feeling for what people like. You have a better feeling. It's good to know what happens in the studio. It's good to know all this stuff, and it's good to do all this stuff. But it helps to get out and perform. Even David, he goes out and he performs, you know, at the farmer's market, you know, in Monterey Park. And he likes that job because he can play anything he wants. He plays any music he wants. He doesn't have a customer that says, I want, he doesn't have a girl who's getting married. I want this song as my favorite song. Oh, you know.
Oh, that's his place now. Whatever he wants to do.
Whatever he wants to do. He plays whatever he wants to do and he has fun doing it, see. You know, the work we do inside the studio is very important. Boyd is in the next room working. He came all the way from Thailand.
Yes.
Not a big, impressive studio. It doesn't.
They're called Vibe.
A lot of music has happened in this little room here. And a lot of music has happened in David's room.
That's why I'm so happy when I sleep and right here and this. I get some.
Yeah, you spend the night here once in a while, yes, and
Yes.
you're always welcome, brother.
Thank you for this. And then you become to a professor in UCLA
Well, yeah,
for how many years?
23. UCLA Extension, I had some classes that attracted songwriters, and I knew the people, because I do this, I knew some of the people who were teaching classes. And they had me come as a guest speaker.
First, in the beginning.
I was a guest speaker at about 4 or 5 different UCLA classes, actually. And there was one Saturday, a one-day class. It was on music publishing. It was a music publishing seminar, and they'd have 5 people up, behind a table talking to the students,
Yes.
And we'd each have something to say, and then, then the next hour they'd have another 5 people up, so it was all-day seminar with a bunch of different guest speakers. And I spoke at that, and I talked about, recording the best demo you can. It has to sound like a hit record, otherwise it's not going to do any good. You want your demo to be as good as you can, so you need to understand the process, and so I talked about that sort of stuff. Well, there was an organization called the National Academy of Songwriters, NAS, National Academy of Songwriters. I forget the guy's name, but the president of that organization was on the panel with me, and he called me up and says, "Hey, Jeff, UCLA has a class called Producing Professional Demos, and I think you are exactly the guy who needs to teach this class." The class they wanted me to teach, producing the demo in the home recording studio. That's what this class was originally called.
And then you met Boy, one of the students, and I'm one of your students.
And you're one of my students too. Yeah. Both of you met me because I was the teacher over there.
You have a chance to fly from the country to perform somewhere else in Asia?
Well, Boyd has took me to Thailand maybe 5 times. The first 2 times it was as his guest.
Okay.
With the band. I played a few songs. But then, the first time was Bakery Music 7-year anniversary at the Impact Arena. The second time was Bakery's 10-year anniversary in the Olympic Soccer Stadium. I performed on one song, the one song that Boyd sings. Yeah, and I think the Princess of Thailand requested that Boyd do the song early. It was supposed to be later on in the concert, and I knew I was supposed to perform on that song.
Yes.
And I played a song with a band, and because I got to know some of the horn players, and then all of a sudden Boyd's doing that song. It's like, it's not time. What? Why is he doing that song? So I ran up, played my part. And when it was all over, I said, "Boyd, wasn't that supposed to be later in the show?" He says, "The Princess of Thailand requested the song. When the princess asks you to play a song, you
So
play
he changed the script right away?
He played the song right because the princess requested it."
Oh, wow.
Right? Okay. So I think what happened is the concert was going very late. It was a long concert, and I think she wanted to get home.
Got you.
So she wanted him to play it now so she could then leave. I think that's what happened.
Boys always enjoy with music. He keeps it longer and longer every concert.
The concert went till 2:00 in the morning, and it was supposed to end at 11 at night. I don't know.
It's worth it if go boy concert.
You get more than you ever paid for, right?
Yes.
Which one was which? I think with the alumni concert, he got all the singers that have ever sung on his album.
Oh, like a.
And for that one, we put together the band.
Right.
Lights, fireworks.
Oh, wow.
It was everything. It was pretty amazing. But we brought the band. We had the band from here. I had the sax player and the trombone player from Earth, Wind and Fire, and me. That's the horn section, yeah. Winston on drums, who played with Barry White. We had great
Oh,
players.
Winston play with Barry White?
Yeah, for 10 years. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So that was the third time Boyd brought me there, and then the fourth time we put together the band again, and it was I think it was a Boyd. Was it Boyd Pod? Boyd? Nope. I think it might have been a Boyd.
Pod been to the studio before Moonlight.
Yeah, a long time ago.
He been here.
Yeah.
And Nope, he's been here.
Nope's been here too. Yeah, a long time.
Oh wow.
And the guy from Room 39, what's his name?
Tom.
Tom. Yeah, he was here one time.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And a guy named Mo.
You've been waiting for so long.
You've been here. Famous people like him. Has been to our studio.
Yeah. People have been waiting for me for too long, but now I'm doing podcast now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You got to check out his song.
Yes, called Papadapa.
Yes, that's
right.
a great song. You got to do more songs like that, brother.
Yes, because you're in the trumpet.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And the guy, he's played a guitar. His big name in Thailand now. He's Ta Morrissey.
Oh, Ta.
Yes,
Okay.
his big name in Thailand now.
Good. I'm glad Ta's doing good.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we've known him for a long time. Good guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the good people helped me in that time.
Ta was the one who recommended me to play with Singto.
Singto. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Ta.
Ta, if you watch
if you see this podcast, Ta, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Cut. Okay. What you want to give like advice or you experience to like young kids in this generation?
Well, shoot, there's all kinds of ways to do music these days that didn't exist when I was a kid. You can have a whole recording studio in your laptop computer. When we started, all we had was 4 tracks. Now you can have a laptop computer. You can have 35 tracks, on your laptop. You don't know what we went through to.
Yes.
Well, you do have an idea because how I would put the whole band on just 2 tracks, and. You do what you work with the equipment that you have in front of you to record, because if you have a big record company giving you money to record, then your music doesn't belong to you anymore. Practice to get good, but get out and play some music. Get together with friends to make music. If all you do is sit at home and practice, that's not good enough. It's necessary. Play along with karaoke music you can find on YouTube. Play along with the bands there, play along with records, but at some point, get together with your friends and start making music with your friends. But if you're a guitar player, get a drummer and a bass player, and make some music. You want to try to find people that are at your level, to make music with. So they respect you, you respect them, And you start out by copying songs, copy the bands that you like, copy the music, try playing your own version of a song that you love. That's what we were doing with David's band 50 years ago. Those were not songs that we wrote. We were trying to play the hit songs. We wanted to play stuff that people would dance to. We go play at dances. We had to play the hit songs. They called it the top 40. The top 40 songs at that moment. What are the 40 most famous songs, that everybody wants to listen to on the radio that week, So, we called them top 40 bands. So you're copying other bands. Copy the bands that you like, and then try to write songs like that. Try to write songs like that, same style,
similar,
same kind of beat, same kind of chords, your own words.
On your words.
Yeah, in your own words, what you want to say.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. See, and just don't wait for anybody else. Make it happen yourself. When I finished. At the end of every class that I would teach, I'd say, now I've given you a lot of knowledge about how to record. I've taught you how to build a song. You understand the equipment. You understand the art, of mixing. I've given you a lot of things to think about. Now, go out there in the world and pretend that the big record companies do not exist. I said this to Boyd. Okay, pretend that there are no big record companies. Do it yourself. Don't wait for a big record company to get interested. Do it yourself. That's actually the way to attract the attention of the big record companies.
Okay.
The band that I play with right now,
Tierra.
the leader of that band recorded an album. Actually, it was the second album that had Together, the hit song on it, okay? They recorded it, small budget, little, whatever they had. They recorded that album, and he pressed it up. He took the records around to different stores in East Los Angeles when they had record stores, and they were playing at a nightclub every week. They send out little pieces of paper, call these radio stations, buy our record at these stores. Call the radio stations, ask for our song.
By himself?
By himself.
Oh.
And then the fans helped him out, you see.
Hard work deserve it.
Yes, he did it himself.
Okay.
Pushed that, and the song got played on the radio in Los Angeles because so many people were calling in asking for it. Normally they wouldn't. Good song.
A good song, and
he was pushing it.
All right, two things.
Yeah, a lot of things have things have to be going right. He did not write this song. It was actually a cover. It had been done by a black group from Philadelphia across the country called the Intruders. They had their own there was a professional songwriting team, Gamble and Huff, wrote the song for the Intruders. The Intruders recorded it. Tierra learned the song, but then they changed it a little bit and made it their own style.
You mean change the music or the words?
No, they keep the same words, same melody, but the style of the
The copyright on the...
Well, no, it belongs to Gamble and Huff.
Oh, still belong there.
Yes.
So every time
every time it gets played on the radio, Gamble and Huff make music, make money.
So we help each other.
Yeah. So Gamble and Huff loves Tierra because they made money whenever that was on the radio. You see. And after that, Rudy wanted to write every song that went on the albums because he wanted to be the one to write the next hit song, But but it was a good song. So in other words, they were already on the radio, and then there was a guy that started a record company. He was the president of another company, and then he started his own company. He was looking for bands for his new record label. Well, Tierra already had a song on the radio. He signed them up, you see, because they were already on the radio. He didn't have to take a chance on a band that wasn't on the radio, see. So again, if you act like there's no big record companies, just do it yourself.
Okay.
Do it yourself.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
In my podcast, I'm going to ask from start, the beginning to at the end of the life. If one day we have to be born and then we have to be gone.
Okay.
What's your song for the funeral that you love? Would you thought about that?
No, I've never thought about that.
It's just like...
Wow. Well, one of my favorite songs of all time is Through the Fire that Chaka Khan sings.
Jeff Lewis, Moonlight Studio, a professor from UCLA Extension, played with Jackson 5, Tierra, and this is his life. Thank you for watching podcast If Mono the World Knows, and I see you next person. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
I forgot to ask you what your favorite food. If you pick one, I can take you to eat. What's the place in LA?
Well, we're gonna go see Archie at Nico Sushi.
Nico Sushi. There we go there. Okay. Your background.
My background.
Yes.
Well,
Where we are now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Where we are now.
Well, this is Moonlight Studios. This is a studio that I've had together with my good buddy David Vasquez.
Thailand, USA, Mo knows the world knows. This is Mo knows the world knows. เรื่องจริงจะใช้ no filter no pose ชีวิตคนไทยบน American road ใช้ประสบการณ์ในใจคุณ grow โมรู้โลกรู้ USA where stories connect every day โมรู้โลกรู้ USA where stories connect every day yeah ไม่ชอบก็ได้ไม่ชอบก็ได้ไม่ panic ไม่ชอบที่ทำที่ยังไม่ได้ไม่ panic every single step I trust my own way you make it one day you know my name Mo knows the world knows เรื่องจริงจะใช้ no filter no pose ชีวิตของไทยบน American roads แชร์ประสบการณ์ให้ใจคุณ grow Mo knows the world knows เรื่องจริงจะใช้ no filter no pose ชีวิตของไทยบน American roads แชร์ประสบการณ์ให้ใจคุณ grow Mo รู้โลกรู้ USA where stories connect every day Mo รู้โลกรู้ USA where stories connect every day